Hello students, today we will deal with the topic summarization. Earlier we dealt with the note making and today we will do the summarization. So guidelines you must know about summarization. The first job you have to do in summarization is using all the important points in the notes. Prepare an easy to understand summary in about 80 words. So what the important points you have written in your note making, so use that and make a easy to understand summary in about 80 words. Second job you have to do is use third person indirect speech and past tense wherever possible. And third job, write complete sentences. Earlier in note making we were not writing complete sentences, but here we will write complete sentences in a paragraph. Remember to be short and brief. And now we will read then after we will do the summarization. But before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it so that you can get the notification in right time of upcoming videos. Thank you. So I am going to read the passage for summarization. People tend to amass possessions, sometimes without being aware of doing so. They can have a delightful surprise when they find something useful which they did not know they owned. Those who never have to change house become indiscriminate collectors of what can only be described as clutter. They leave unwanted objects in drawers, cupboards, and attics for years in the belief that they may one day need them. Old people also accumulate belongings for two other reasons: lack of physical and mental energy and sentiment. Things owned for a long time are full of association with the past, perhaps with the relatives who are dead, and so they gradually acquire a sentimental value. Some things are collected deliberately in an attempt to avoid wastage. Among these are string and brown paper kept by thrifty people when a parcel has been opened. Collecting small items can be a mania. A lady cuts off from newspapers sketches of model clothes that she would like to buy if she had money. As she is not rich, the chances are that she will never be able to afford such purchases. It is a harmless habit, but it litters up her desk. Collecting as a serious hobby is quite different and has many advantages. It provides relaxation for leisure hours, as just looking at one's treasure is also a joy. One doesn't have to go out for amusement as the collection is housed at home. Whatever it consists of, stamps, records, first edition of books, China, there is always something to do in connection with it, from finding the right place for the latest edition to verifying in reference books. This hobby educates one not only in the chosen subject but also in general matters which have some bearings on it. There are other benefits also. One gets to meet like-minded collectors to get advice, compare notes, exchange articles to show off one latest find, etc. So one's circle of friends grows. Soon the hobby leads to traveling, perhaps a meeting in another town, possibly a trip abroad in search of a rare specimen. For collectors are not confined to one country. Over the years, one may well become an authority on one's hobby and will probably be asked to give informal talks to little gatherings and then, if successful, to larger audiences. Here, two questions are given, one for note making, but we don't have to consider this time. We have to consider the part B of this question of the passage in about 80 words. So now we will write the summary of this passage. Note making we have done for another passage previously. So we have to do only the part B of this question. Thank you. And now we will write the summary, that we will summarize the passage. So I have written a summary here. Amassing possessions is a mania with many people. We can find indiscriminate collectors who collect unwanted objects. Old people collect things due to lack of strength, and it shows their long association. People collect things deliberately to avoid wastage. Though it is a harmless habit, yet collection may be done by weak minded men also. Collecting can be used as a hobby. It provides relaxation and has educative value. It helps in increasing our circle of friends. It creates self confidence and contentment. So, this much short summarization you have to do of the long passage. So, thank you very much.